Welcome back to this playthrough of Mansions of Madness and the Escape from Innsmouth. We're at episode, is it 13? Yeah, I guess it is, or 14, I'm not sure. We're still trying to get out of this hellhole. Fire is everywhere, smoke is rising, thickening, and the fear is almost to be touched. Let's go back to the board and see who goes first. Here we are at the board. I think we're gonna start off with Minh. Minh will start her move action and move into the bathroom and join William, where they're gonna trade. William's gonna give her cult sigil key, and she's gonna give William kerosene lantern. Hey, go Will, you can do use of this. And she will continue moving because she's in her movement using the action trading that's allowed, and she will move into the hall. That concludes Minh's action phase, and we go directly to William, which are here, so don't need to do anything fancy other than moving William 1, 2 into the same room as the maniac, and we're gonna do some fighting. Let's get back to the app and tell it that we want to attack the maniac. Here we are, it's the app, and we choose from the drawer the maniac, which has already suffered 1 damage cause of fire, and we press attack. Now it says what type of weapon will you attack with? William has got a spell which is a wither. But in fear of doing a will check other than strength, I will attack him with brass knuckles, which will allow us to roll 2 additional dice while attacking unarmed. Yep, and he's focused, so we choose attack unarmed. You throw a low punch at your foe's gut, and as the figure curls over to avoid the first hit, you swing your other fist toward the exposed head. It's a strength test, and I have to do 2 successes. Let's see what Will can do. Let's get back to Will. There we are. Will is facing the maniac, and he has to do a strength test. His strength of 4, and he can roll 2 additional dice while attacking unarmed. So I will roll 4 dice, then I will roll 2 more. So we got 2 successes, which we needed. Keep those, and we rolled these 2 once more. Which comes up blank. Woohoo! So let's go to the app and see what the pass effect is. And the app says the pass effect: if you pass, your fist impacts your foe's temple, knocking it for a loop. The monster suffers 3 damage. 2, 3. Bringing it up to 4 damage. And if you fail, well, you didn't fail, so continue. And that concludes William Yorick's action phase. So we can close the monster drawer again. We can tell the app that we have ended the investigator phase. The fire spreads out of control. Place fire in a space adjacent to a space containing fire. Let's go back to the board. There's a lot of fire going on right now. Here's the board, and it says place fire in a space adjacent to a space containing fire. So that will be here, and I'm tempted to put it here, giving the maniac 1 more damage, but that also will damage William. We don't need that, so we put it here. And of course down the alley the fire is burning, and we will put that fire here. So I will tell the app the fire spreads. Oh, choking smoke rolls off the flames, engulfing you. This mythos event affects each investigator in a space containing fire, so there's no effect. Luckily we didn't put it there then. Someone in the mob seems to realize your plans to use a boat to escape. The crowd begins heading to the docks to stop you once and for all. One of the locals breaks away from the mast to circle the building in the opposite direction. Spawn the child of Dagon as indicated. Holy. Okay, I dug it out. This is the child of Dagon, fishy fellow, and he will be spawned here. It's pretty nasty. Even less human than its fellows. This creature's fish-like stare and clammy skin hint at its ancestry. Yeah, bet you. Oh, and it says, app says, as with one voice the mob cries out in a language you do not understand. In response, a repulsive creature emerges from the water. Spawn a deep one as indicated. Deep ones. There's one of those. Spawning right over here. Right there. I'm gonna dig out. And it's the deep one. Aquatic. This monster can move through impassable borders that represent water. It is some terrible and powerful fusion of fish and human being, croaking, hopping, with deadly teeth and claws. The app says the Innsmouth mob moves 2 spaces toward the alley. It moves here. 1, 2. Anyone in the path is swept along with the tide of bodies. Each investigator who shares the space with the Innsmouth mob during this movement suffers 1 face down damage, becomes stunned and moves to the Innsmouth mob space. And the Innsmouth mob attacks each investigator within range. There's no investigators within range. And now the maniac moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator, then it attacks the investigator in its space with the lowest influence. Now it's sharing a space with William, so I guess he will not move anymore more than that, and he will attack William. The maniac strikes you repeatedly in the gut with meaty fists. Suffer 3 face down damage. Strength negates. Oh. Not good, not good. Let's put it here. Now William's strength still is 4. He gets three successes, and that means he negates every damage which he gets. And it says if you suffer 2 or more damage, 1 strong arm wraps around your neck, become restrained. Well, he didn't get restrained because he negated all the damage, which is very good. Continue. Now the child of Dagon. Let me zoom out again. You see this way. Here's the child of Dagon. The child of Dagon moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. Then it attacks the investigator in its space with the lowest observation, and that means he will move. You move 1, 2, and try to get in here, or 1, 2, 3. I will decide it will be William, so he moves 1, 2, and he gets burned. Now I will show you the monster in the app. Let's go to the app. Here's the child of Dagon in the app. As you maybe see, he has got 12 health, so I will put a damage for fire on him. And there's no investigators in the space. Now the deep one moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator, then it attacks the investigator in space. No investigators in the space. Now each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range, and this time we do have a monster within range, which are the maniac. We confirm that. The maniac makes a lewd gestures in your direction with a weapon, grinning cruelly. Flick 1 horror face up. William has suffered 2 horror damage. We do know that one of them are nasty. Let's see. Not this one. Help. Ooh. Yep, minor shock. Your heart races and your breath catches in your throat. Resolve immediately. No additional effect. Flip this card face down. Yuck. That's okay. Cool. Nothing more. Woohoo. Now we suddenly got 1, 2, 3, 4 monsters in the drawer. Things are starting to tighten around us. I don't think we're gonna survive this. No, not now. With 2 investigators, I feel that I'm maybe a bit short-handed. Fire is roaring around. Still fiddling around with this key and this door, and yeah, well, the app just gnaws away on your actions always, and that's how these games are made. But you know, I love them. Let's end this. not the game, but end this round. And before I get over ambitious now and start over again another round, I will leave you here, and I will be back with another episode really quick. Let's see how this will turn out. Till next time, thank you for watching. This is Mr. T signing off, and be seeing you another time. Bye.